If you're new here, I'm Ganita, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. Today we are going to read the newest chapter of One Piece, number 1099. So, of course, spoiler alert if you're not up to date with manga. So, let's see what this chapter has. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's called Pacifist. And there's a cover request by Matti Takeshi, some Tanukis styling Oden's hair. Ooh, they're doing quite a good job. I like this structure. It is cute. It is cute. Yeah, the sea Oden again, reminded of him. And that's nice. Wait, there is a note. I love adding a bit of hot water to my 0 seconds chicken ramen. Though I guess that means it takes a tad longer than 0 seconds. I never tried 0 seconds chicken ramen. I like instant ramen, but it's not 0 seconds. You have to wait a few minutes. You pour hot water in it and wait a bit. I didn't hear about 0 seconds. Maybe I should research it. So I guess I don't fully get the joke here, so to say. Oh yeah, let's get to the chapter. And of course, yeah, this is going to be not the time for jokes. And we got a double page right away. Holy shit, a lot is going on. Okay, Kuma's fury. You've done enough, Kuma. Huff, huff. There's no saving anyone else. Well, okay, we did manage to save some people, it seems, from this panel, but most of the village is burning. You'll only add yourself to the casualty list. Get out of there, please, Komachi. And it's actually, I wonder, like, with his ability, if he's going into a burning building, he has to physically go there. Can he just like teleport there, touch a person, teleport that person out? Like, okay. I got the idea for this effective policy from a country in the Far East that tyrannic king who have returned is saying. They were able to curry favor with the celestial dragons by burning away all their trash, leaving a beautiful spotless city. One must have the heart to do the devil's work. That's the only way to ensure a nation becomes rich and bountiful. Okay, yeah, like, seems fair, right? You just burn the whole thing down and it becomes very pretty. Like, that's how it works, right? That right? King Bekori, the people are still resisting us, sir. You murderers! We didn't ask for this. Stop burning the southern province. So there are people who are like in the northern province, the younger, the stronger, the more able, I assume, right? As they said before, though the time has passed after the revolution when we didn't have King Bekori, so I would assume there's no segregation by this time. But okay, so they are keeping the capital parts, I guess, but regular people who are living there are like, wait, what the fuck, we didn't ask for this, stop burning other citizens. They're failing to see the greater good. Kill 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, but obviously, like, he doesn't care about any of these people. He just cares about appearances, numbers that they can bring to the government when he kind of comes back and assumes his throne again. He has to pay some shit again, right? Anyone who disagrees with the king's edict is welcome to step forward now. Like, how does it? We got the revolution here, right? We got him out, and then he just casually came back and took over again. That is not very practical. How do we upkeep after the revolution order? Who is that? Stop, we'll execute you on the spot. Okay, so Kuma comes in. Let's see. Wait, now we suddenly go to Kuma's church. Tend to the wounded. Bonnie-chan, stay inside. We can't have you get caught in the light. Oh, but is it gonna be okay? I've never seen Daddy so on edge. Don't you dare! There are consequences for those who take up arms against their king. It won't be pretty, you bumpkin of a priest. This day would go down in history as Sorbe's one-man revolution. So he came in to the top of the castle, so to say, where all the high and mighty were staying, like the king and his guys, and just used his abilities. They get completely destroyed. King and everyone are either dead or severely like incapacitated. Severely incapacitated. Can I say that? And so we kind of get rid of this dude again. Also, I think this is a nice combination of panels. Gosh, my hands are sweaty even. Where we see Kuma going for an attack, and we see the tyrant's scared face, and in the middle, we see a little snippet of people suffering, how they are burning down in fire, and one person is holding another person who must be already dead. So like kind of underlining what made Kuma so mad, obviously. So this is a pretty. I really like this last frame as well, with the huge paw in the sky. That looks cool. Okay, let's see the aftermath. The Holy Land, Marijoa. It seems Sorbet has a new king. How odd, and to whom did the crown fall? The people would not take no for an answer, so Kuma relented. So they asked him. They were like, please be our king. Kuma, Kuma! He became a king who lived in a beaten down old church. King Kumachi, my hip is killing me. Well, like, he just got a new title now. That's all that's changed, I guess. Okay, so that's how he became a king. He punched the tyrant king, and people were like, good job. Well, thanks for helping us. Now you take his place. You do a better job. And he was like, well, fine, you can call me king, but I gotta go to my old church now. So, I guess drop by. Stop teasing me already. I'm nothing but a figurehead. Bulldog's son is the one who's really running the country. Bulldog son. King Bulldog was our old king. His last reign wasn't half bad. Sure, we were poor, but our hearts were full. Mind you, it would have been even nicer if I could say the same thing for my wallet. So, wait, did we mention before Bulldog's son? I think this might be the first mention. So he was the initial king, who must be quite old now, as I assume. And he didn't really impose some policies that would make them earn a lot of money, but he was kind, I assume from these words. Oh, Bonnie has grown so much? What? Oh, wait a second. Got up my stamina, pant. By the way, who's the babe you've got running laps? She looks just like Ginny. Huh, Ginny? Why are you looking at me like that? What, did she like eat a devil fruit already? Because I'm sorry, I can kind of, there are two pages simultaneously on a web page, so I kind of caught a glimpse of small Bonnie as well, and I assume not much time has passed. So I guess she ate a fruit. I want to be able to sail to the horizon with Daddy by the time I turn 10. Yeah, definitely. Daddy? That's why I'm trying to build my stamina. What? Yeah! You're Bonnie? Wait, did you eat a devil fruit? Yeah. She turns back to a child. When? Kumachi, pull yourself together. Wait. Okay, just like Luffy just casually accidentally eating a devil fruit. She saw a fruit, decided to eat it. I guess that's what happened. Could this be the HH fruit? Where did she find it? I don't know. Try chanting something? Granny time! So she isn't even good. Oh, no, wait, there is Granny on this panel. Okay, wait. King Kuma, Bulldog's son requires an audience. What? You actually did it. Amazing. Look at all those wrinkles. Dang, I still can't make myself... Oh, that's... Wait, is this the king? She looks like a queen? Wait, isn't that... This kind of looks like a Granny she turned into, right? In... like Reverie arc, you know. Okay, so still can't, but that is like a funny moment. That's not Bonnie. She is saying, I still can't make myself old. So she's just figuring out her fruit. I think she didn't even realize she got made herself like an adult woman, let's say. I don't know what age it is supposed to be, but obviously older than 10. I guess because she was thinking to herself after eating the fruit, okay, I want to grow faster. And obviously this is past the age 10, so that's what she got. But now she's thinking like granny time, but she can't quite do it. But we know that her fruit can do this, obviously. So she's still kind of grasping the idea how to make this work. But let's see. So, there is the previous king of Sorbet, Bulldog. Yes, as I said, very old. And Bonnie asks him, who are you, old timer? You must be Princess Bonnie. Oh, Princess! Wait, that does make her prince. I didn't think about it because we had so many princesses in One Piece, and kinda my mind didn't put Bonnie in a line with them because she's in a line with the worst generation. But I guess I didn't think about it at all. We now have an arc with a princess again. That is true. I mean, in the present time, right? I'm Bulldog, your father's advisor. I've come with dire news. Yeah, every fucking day we have a dire news. I see you've already met my mother, the old Queen Dowager. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this word. Connie. Okay, so let's take a freaking second. Connie. She kinda has the same like ending to her name. Ginny, Bonnie, Connie. But they should not be related, right? Kuma just teleported here with Ginny and they spent a lot of time here, but they weren't really connected by blood to anyone, otherwise we would have known it before. And so, yes, there is this Queen Connie, but when Bonnie makes herself look old, she does look exactly like this old Queen Connie. And we are even shown this here again, because when this dude who knows Bonnie very well sees this grandma, he actually thinks that it is Bonnie who managed to become a grandma. So obviously, like, the resemblance is... Guys, Bulldog is a son of Connie. So did Connie at some point like mysteriously lose some of her children or grandchildren? Just asking. Because I don't think we were told anything about like the heritage of Bonnie herself, her parents or grandparents. We don't know anything. We just found her as a slave. And we also don't really know who is the celestial dragon that who is probably the like biological father of Bonnie. But I would assume that would be like the line. Okay, let's just see the next page. Will there be anything more? King Bekori is plotting another comeback. Wait, did I read everything here? Okay, yes. What gives? The article is a total smear job. Oh, so Kuma is being called an evil tyrant. This is like... Okay, this stinks of Bekori's propaganda. It says here you burned villages and took the throne by force. How dare he? He's probably laughing about this at some resort overseas. So that's basically an explanation how Kuma got the reputation of an evil tyrant. That's it right here. How dare he? He's probably laughing about this at some resort overseas. This proves Bekori's still got the backing of the world government. I'm sure he'll make another bid for the throne. I've had reports suggesting his battleships already on standby. He's just not relenting. What the heck? Yeah, and so Kuma just beat him and made him run away. He's still like alive and fine, right? I never want to see Pecory's face again. He'll kill us for sure if he returns, old people are saying. I feel the same, Kuma agrees. I won't let him take one step on Sorbet's soil. If he attacks again, I'll do all I can. Only I'm sure they'll have me hunted down as a criminal now. I won't be able to stay in the country. With that in mind, Bulldog-san, can I ask you to reclaim your title as king so things can carry on as they are? So just because there was some false news about him being the evil tyrant, it kind of makes him a criminal who can't even stay here in the country as a king. Okay. Okay. Also, would you be willing to take her in? The church won't be safe anymore. I did it. Okay, so we have Bonnie near Connie, and Bonnie managed to make herself old, and yeah, they basically look pretty much the same, right? Well, we already knew that, but there's like another point here. I understand. We'll make a new home that protects her from all sources of natural light. Bonnie, I'll be back as soon as I can, so be a good girl till then, Kuma is saying. You look just like Ma. You look just like Ma. Yes, she does. You are leaving, but I'll be so lonely. I'm still thinking like about, because, like even the name, right? The similarity of the name. But wouldn't Connie realize at some point that Ginny is her, I don't know, let's see, granddaughter, most likely, judging by the age, or something like that? Wouldn't they kind of find out if this is really like how they are related? Because they kind of have to be related. The name is similar, they look similar, and so Bonnie actually has to be a princess. Yeah, Kuma, he became a king because people named him king, but also there was this old king Bulldog, and he comes from kind of line of kings, I'd assume, right? And so that would, I think she should be related to this family, Bonnie, and that actually makes her an official princess by blood, so to say. Okay, there he is, be good Marines and shoot him. Be good Marines and shoot him. Pecory asks. His face is so small, but I think it is still like bandaged up, so it's not much time has passed since that last encounter. He's the tyrant who usurped my throne, the very definition of a corrupt dictator. Oh, and Kuma is here in the boat, just in front of the Marines. And was this like the moment where he basically said goodbye to Bonnie and got roped in with the Marines and the Vegapunk plan? What year was it? Kill him this instant. I'm Sorbet's rightful ruler. Have you no shame? How dare you show your face here again? Of course, Kuma sunk the entire armada. Not bad, not bad. Good job. After that, Kuma would go to sea and be branded as a pirate. Yeah, we see his bounty without the numbers here. His strength fueled his notoriety, which spread like wildfire, earning him a bounty. Bonnie was sulking back at home. Dad, I miss you so much. I feel bad for her. But Connie was taking care of her. That is cute. I'm sorry, Bonnie-chan, but try to understand. Kuma-san saved us all. He is a hero. I don't care. He was my dad first. And he kind of sunk these ships. So all these people are dead. In One Piece, it's always hard to tell. You think, okay, they must be dead. And they will still show up again. I'll finally be cured after I turn 10. Then I'm gonna be a pirate too. And by the way, okay, stop. I didn't kind of think about it. I was distracted by her resemblance of Connie, whatever. I thought, okay, maybe her fruit will help her with the illness. Like, she will eat the fruit and that will somehow help her, for example, in some way. You know, since it's an age fruit and she should die by some age. Maybe with the fruit she kind of could always keep her age ambiguous, or it stops her age technically and she only can change it with the fruit, for example, just theorizing. And somehow it kind of helps with the illness, she won't die from it. And as we saw Bonnie at the present time, we didn't see these stones on her face, we only saw a little jewelry here, a little piece of jewelry. And so it means that she must, and she's totally more than 10, right? She's like 13 or something, we discussed. Yeah, I'm bad with numbers, but around 13, I think. 13, 14. And so she must be cured. Maybe in his time again sailing as like a pirate, or maybe going back to revolutionaries, Kuma found another cure, and it's like not connected to her devil fruit at all, because she must have been cured somehow, and probably just keeping this piercing here as a reminder of that illness. That's what I would assume. Then I'm gonna be a pirate too. Well, let's just wait and see. I could be an adult right now if I wanted. I mean, technically, yes. And also, she has more stones now. She only had them here, but on this frame, you can see she also has some over her eye as well. So she was going out sometimes in the sun, I guess. Or it's just slowly growing over time, even without this direct sunlight. There's also a sun going in through the windows. It's not the same, but might still have some slow effect over time. Oh, this is such a pretty island. Have you encountered a disease like that before? Kuma is asking on that island. See, so he is kind of also looking for the cure, right? She can't be in the sun. How awful. This really interesting people here having this eye tattoo on the arm. And then he came to... What is this? Frilla bark? Found you, Bartholomew Kuma, right? There's a big prize on your head. Your daughter has another 5 years at best. Yeah, he is visiting different islands, some of them that we also have visited. I don't really remember that island, though, with the, like, aboriginous looking people. Well, that's probably not the right word to use. I'm sorry. It will be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. So everywhere he goes, he can't really find an answer. Oh, he's even been on that weather island. Remember that Nami was on during the time skip? Oh, and on that one with what is his name was like Grackle, I think. But written in English, Heracles, how it is in English, Hercules, the island where Usopp was during the flashback. Okay, and this is the island, I think, where Robin was. Okay, this is really interesting, like looking at all of them, and also maybe that made me thinking he kind of walked around all the islands, and that is like Vegapunk's home island, I suppose, the first, well, not the first one, the snowy one. So he kind of got these warp points saved in his devil fruit memory, let's say. And now we are shown like how he saved these warp points. He visited these islands, and now, then I mean, when he teleported the Straw Hats, he has used these warp points that he had saved up. I'm just also trying to think a bit more about how his fruit functions, and I'd assume that this page might be a bit of a hint to that, though. Then, when he teleported... Yes, I think that is true. He needs to visit some place first to save it up. And so he can only teleport to the places he's been to. That also might be the reason... Wait, no, he was at Marijoa, right? He was as a slave, he was at Marijoa. I was just thinking that he couldn't teleport to save Ginny. He needed to know her exact location. And I thought, okay, if she was at Marijoa, he actually has that warp point saved, I think, because he ate the fruit for the first time there on the God Valley Island, right? But he already could teleport somewhere to the place that he has been to before. So it means that all the places that he have visited already, even before eating the fruit, were already considered the warp points that he could use. Okay, if you have an opinion on this, please share it in the comments down below. But I just found this page really interesting in terms of that. Hey, it's him, Kuma-chan. Yeah, he got back to the revolutionaries. Oh, this is such a pretty ship. Even Inazuma got caught and sent to prison, they're saying happily. And how are you holding up? I hear you've been wearing a lot of hats recently. King, tyrant, and pirate. People change. Oh, please, like anyone in the Revolutionary Army would take those articles seriously. By the way, Kuma, how would you feel if I became the captain of the Eastern Forces? Why are you asking me? Dragon-san won't let anyone officially take up Ginny-sama's old post without your blessing. Oh, that's sweet. Another sharp-tongued woman heading up the Eastern Forces. That's fine by me. All right. Oh, they're having a nice time. That is cute. And yeah, we got also some like lore that we can recognize because we met Eva and Inazuma in the prison. Sabo and Kaalo wanted to see you too. Our young revolutionaries are steadily becoming stronger. I'd love you to see how far they have come. As I traveled the world, Kuma answers, I often found myself wondering, what would Dragon do here? That's cute. Honestly, I'd like to return to the revolutionaries too, but that reminds me, I wanted to talk to you about... Oh no, that's Dragon is saying, that reminds me, I wanted to talk to you about Bonnie. Have you heard of a Navy scientist by the names of Dr. Vegapunk? So, yeah, I think someone commented on the video that it must be Vegapunk who kind of cured her. It is a bit interesting because he's not like medical doctor. He's more like mad scientist inventions kind of doctor. So that it was not really adding up too much in my mind, even though he does work with like humans and their DNA and stuff like that. Yeah, there was an accident the other day and he's going to have to switch labs. It's usually tricky to get a hold of a man like him, but I'm sure security will be pretty lax around him at the moment. Thank you for the lead, Dragon. To be honest, I was close to giving up. I'll try not to be a stranger. If I cure Bonnie's disease, I'll be ready to fight by your side once more. Go where the wind of fate take you, my friend. And... Okay, let's see. I went easy on her? Huh? Wow, Bonnie, you are amazing! Okay, so that's just some sparring, I think. Bonnie's training with some dude and he's saying I went easy on her. And she just beat him up like crazy. Live to eat. That's a nice short. Okay, so she's getting some training in fighting, I guess. And Kuma returns and she's okay. The daddy. Navy Science Division, Lab 8, future location of Egghead. Ooh, where are we going? I'm taking you for a checkup. This doctor is just gonna take a look before you are cured. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, his head. Gadzooks! People really do come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? Funny looking at you, I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, but Kuma is huge and Bonnie is tiny compared to him, so there is also like, this additional contrast. Holy cow, what a huge head, kinda creepy. Your physique is extraordinary. Please, you must let me study your muscles for the sake of scientific progress. Oh, is she the sick child you mentioned? She looks like a cheeky scamp. Well, a little pluckiness never hurt anyone. Okay, this is a cute first meeting. Sapphire scales, eh? You've done well to contain the spread. I can cure her. You can? And he's like just easily, I can cure her, no problem. I'll do it with a method that's never been used in the medical field till now. Oh, and meanwhile, she's playing with Santamaru's like huge axe, and he's like, "Wait, that's kind of dangerous, dude." This is also cute. This is all cute, but yeah, like, is he gonna ask something in exchange? I don't think this is the kind of situation where he kind already agrees to the pacifista plan in exchange to Bonnie's cure. Maybe something else, some other experiments. There's also that paw that holds all his memories, I assume. That was an interesting thing there. But that must be like after he gave himself up. All of himself is kind of stored in that paw that Bonnie found on Egghead. Okay, let's read further. To be more precise, I'm going to perform a stem cell transplant. With the amount of money and effort involved in the procedure, it will be like making a cyborg. You're gonna turn her into a cyborg? No, I'm just comparing the cost. Huh? Are you a buccaneer? Yeah. You know I work for the government, right? I trust Dragon. What makes my blood so special anyway? I don't have enough samples to explain it at any detail. You want to clone me? Oh, okay, so that's okay. That's right, I've been searching for the perfect model for my clone soldier project. If you donate some blood and give me permission to make your clones into soldiers, I'll waive all the medical expenses for Bonnie's procedure. You don't have any money, I assume. Yeah, so that's how... It's kind of... But it's not given up his mind. Yeah, that was later. But now he already kind of agrees to the pacifista project in a sense, because these pacifistas are clones of him, and I guess that's one of the secrets to their strength and their durability, because they have that buccaneer blood in them. So world government that wanted to get rid of all buccaneers now benefits from their blood. They made a lot of fake buccaneers, so to say, to use them as this kind of mindless machine. That's kind of ironic, in a sense. Well, it's not like I can pass on an offer like that anyway, Kuma is saying, but what are you going to do with them? An army where all the soldiers look just like me? Are they going to be like the Marines? That's the gist of it. Have you heard of electromagnetic energy? Meanwhile, Bonnie is still having fun playing. She's sweet. My soldiers will have bodies so sturdy that they deflect bullets. They'll be heroes that protect the weak and helpless. Oh, okay. If only I could get them to fire lasers too, those pirates would be scared, speechless, in the face of devastating scientific power. Evildoers have no choice but to submit. And I like how his initial idea is kind of nice, to protect the weak and helpless, They'll be warriors of the future. There's no limit to their potential. And also, it makes me think, I'm talking so much, I'm sorry, but on the Egghead, it was kind of a big point. Who controls the pacifistas? Now the control is like in Vegapunk's hands, or it's in CB's hands, or now what was his name? Saturn or something came. I always forget. I forget. Like, this was some kind of planet. Saturn? Pluto? No, I think Saturn. He came. And now he has control over pacifistas. And I even kind of joked about it. I was like, this just became this game of hot potato juggle, like who has control over pacifistas, just handing it over and over, like, getting it from another. And but thinking about it also, it is being such a huge point, and all of these points being so connected to each other. Like, here we have Kuma's backstory, and so much about the pacifistas, Bonnie's backstory, their connection to Vegapunk, etc., that all being so important. I guess now it makes more sense for me why there was such a huge focus on pacifistas on Egghead in the present time. Okay, he said you were open about your ambitions, Kuma is saying. He was right about you being both eccentric and trustworthy. Dragon said that, didn't he? He's always been a bit holier than thou. If clones of me end up saving people someday, maybe I can view that as a good reason for why I was born. Oof. Yeah, Dragon won't be happy about this arrangement. It's okay, I have nothing but gratitude for you both. Honestly, if it would cure Bonnie, I would have made a deal with the devil himself. Please just save her. Oh, okay. You are quite the saint. Yeah, he is very kind, and of course he loves Bonnie more than anything in the world, I assume. The Holy Land of Marijoa, the clone soldiers are meant to be weapons. A weapon's worth is defined by how many people it can kill. Vegapunk is a fool for not making the most of this chance. No matter, I have my own ideas. Yes, sir, your word is our command. And yeah, it's the dude again, Saturn. I'll be so embarrassed if I saying the wrong planet, because I don't know, for some things like this are hard for me to keep in mind and remember. Even if we see him every freaking chapter, I'll still keep forgetting his name, because in my mind it just says planet. I'm like, well, yeah, there are a lot of planets, you know. Yes, so your word is our command, I said it. Me, a saint? Don't be silly, I'm just a spineless pacifist. Of course, I love keeping the peace, my thing. He's super kind, yes. Pepe. Vegapunk is laughing. Keeping the peace, I like the sound of that. Why don't we call them the pacifist? And that's also where the name comes from. And even we have this offers words here. They only wanted peace. And that makes me so sad, because it feels like, yeah, the intention for pacifista was so kind, to protect weak and helpless, to keep peace. That's why they're called pacifista. But the world government had another ideas in mind that Vegapunk kind of didn't think about how pacifistas are actually going to be used. So it makes me sad to read, you know. But yeah, that was another very interesting chapter, and yeah, you kind of have my review along with my reaction, I guess, along the way. Well, I guess that's how it usually goes. I used to do separate reviews, but then I realized I'm kind of already talking through all of my thoughts while I'm making a reaction, so I guess that's like a combination. So basically, I think I've already commented on everything that happened in the chapter. There was a lot of interesting information, and there are still some things that I'm kind of unsure, confused about, especially here with seeing Connie again, thinking about it. There were some very interesting comments, of course, on my previous chapter reaction with some very valid theories, but I wonder if something has changed after this specific chapters. So again, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. But that would be it for today. I enjoyed the chapter and I can't wait for the next one. So yeah, thank you for watching and see ya.